What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Pacers Gaming podcast. I'm your host, as always, Cody Parent, Senior Director of Esports Operations here at Pacers Gaming. And today we have a few very special guests. It's not Nick. He's on here quite often. Shout out to Swizz. But today the podcast, as always, is presented by Salesforce. And like I said, we have two very special guests. I'll let each one of you introduce yourselves, talk about what you do for work, why you're here. Trey, I'll start with you.
All right. My name is Trey Robinson. I'm a development automation engineer at Salesforce. I tell people that's usually that we build the highway that the developers get on to drive their code to customers. So a lot of back-end tools, support, making sure things aren't on fire. It's fun. It's definitely never boring. Yeah.
Awesome. And Boomy?
Sure. I'm Boomy Akintomide. I'm a manager at Salesforce. I manage about 4 or 5 awesome rockstars, smarter than me. So I've been at Salesforce about 4 years now, and just happy to be part of this.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you guys on. As I said, all of our podcasts are presented by Salesforce, so I'm sure all of our viewers have been anxiously awaiting to know what exactly Salesforce is and hear more about it. So if you guys don't know, we have our HQ in downtown Indianapolis in the St. Vincent Center, across from Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and right outside our window, we see Salesforce Tower every day. So I have a fun fact here. Salesforce Tower, I don't know if you guys know this, is the tallest building in Indiana.
Yeah.
There are 49 floors. What floor do you guys work on at Salesforce?
I work on 24, but we also have a little cafe on the 47th, and that's the spot. Free coffee, go up there, chill, look over the city and just kick it for a bit. That's definitely the place to be.
That's awesome.
So we actually have another building. So I work on the other building, but I do go to the 47th floor a lot. Again, to meet other coworkers, get the free coffee. So shout out to our barista for the coffee. So we do know it was the tallest building in Indiana.
Awesome. And remind me, what is that floor called? Isn't there a specific name for it? I heard people talking about it yesterday.
The Ohana floor.
The Ohana floor.
Yeah.
Why is it called that? Do you guys know?
Yeah. So our company, we run on Hawaiian culture. So Ohana means family in Hawaii. So everybody's welcome there. So you're welcome there.
Okay.
So shout out to
there we go.
You guys can come check
coffee,
it out.
Check it out. Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. What kind of coffee do you guys get? Do you drink coffee too, Trey? Or?
Yeah. You might as well just get an IV and inject it into my veins at this point.
A true gamer. Right?
Oh yeah. I get, I don't know, some type of white mochaccino every morning, and my giant Pokemon mug with whipped cream on top.
I love it.
Giant child, and I live my best life every time.
Awesome.
Nice. It's like a Starbucks there, so it's you can get whatever you want. So I try to be humble and just get one thing and stay consistent. But I get mocha as well, just with 2% milk and sugar-free vanilla, which doesn't really go well, but it works out for me.
Awesome. And so we don't have the luxury of having an Ohana floor here, but we do have a Keurig.
We do have a Keurig
over in the kitchenette. And Swizz, I know you love that Keurig. What do you drink?
My favorite from the Keurig is definitely chai tea, I think.
Who got you on that?
You got me on that.
Okay.
Give me that credit.
And I heard, I don't know if it's related, Tamika Catchings, she owns a tea shop. Definitely check that out. I just recently got into tea because I've been trying to step away from soda. Plus, there's some teas that are a lot more delicious than I would have thought. And I'm like, oh, snap. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I've been there one time just because I heard about it as well. Wanted to support our business. So shout out to T. Smith's Cafe.
Yeah. Isn't it? It's downtown somewhere, right? We haven't been yet.
It's on Delaware and something.
Okay. We need to check that out, Swizz. We got to go.
She invited us.
I know. Field trip. We need to before the season's over. Too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. This would be a perfect week too on the bye week. Connor, remember the intern's in, so we gotta go. Okay, so you guys were chosen by Salesforce to come be on this podcast, and I think that means that you might be gamers, if I had to guess. So Trey, I'll start with you again. Are you a gamer? If so, what do you play? What have you been playing lately?
Let's see. I play solitaire, ping pong. No, I'm kidding. I mainly do PC gaming now. I've done quite a bit of like League of Legends. Played a lot of World of Warcraft in high school. In high school, I also competitively played Gears of War, Halo, Command and Conquer, Kane's Wrath, Call of Duty. But unfortunately, that was right before Twitch got big. And I remember we had gotten sponsored by Turtle Beach, I think our sophomore year, and we each got a free headset. We like in Mountain Dew competitions, and I think that's the most that we got. And then like 3 years later, there's people getting like endorsements and salaries.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, I just barely missed that window. I could have been golden. And then now I play a lot of games on my Nintendo Switch just because it's very portable and convenient. And I'm about conveniency over anything nowadays.
And we were talking before the podcast started, and I heard someone say, it might have been you, Boomy, don't drive and play the Switch. Is that what?
Yeah, I think Trey mentioned that he played that in his car. So, so be safe. Do not drive and play Nintendo Switch.
Awesome. And Boomy, what do you play?
So I don't play Nintendo Switch, but I play on PS4. So I love sport games, FIFA, 2K, Madden, GTA. It's not a sport game, but you can do it all in GTA. So, but my favorite game though is 2K. I like the my player feature of it because again, I want to beat everybody. Which you have to spend a few bucks to be able to get to that point.
For sure.
So shout out to 2K. They figure it out. They figured out how to get more money out of my pocket to, to build
They
my
get
player.
it out of everyone.
Yeah, because how do you win with a 62 player? It's impossible. So you have to. So I think my player is about 89 right now. What's funny though? So the first player I had was a point guard because you need the ball, you know. So after I figured out the game, then I became a small forward. And with a small forward with a ball handling, so I'm literally averaging about almost a triple double per game. So that's the game I play, 2K on PS4.
Awesome. Well, you're in the right place if you like 2K.
I love 2K.
What build did you make your guy?
He's like a between LeBron James and Kevin Durant.
Okay.
So like I said, he can do it all. He's not Giannis type guy, but he's a little bit can move. But my point guard guy was Steph Curry.
Okay.
With the range, so.
Awesome.
Nice,
well,
nice.
If you guys don't know, I'll let Swiz.
That's my thing, the range.
Yeah. What position do you play, Swiz?
Well, I mean, who knows these days? I mean, I started off as a shooter, but now, I'm playing some point guard. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Get to cook up, dunk the ball.
It's awesome.
It's a good time.
So Swiz plays on a build called the playmaking sharpshooter. So it's good at dribbling, it's good at shooting, but he likes to say he's a slasher. So in the middle of a game, sometimes you'll see Swizz just go straight at the goal and try to dunk on the center. And
Sometimes it doesn't work, but
50-50 probably.
I'd give it 70-30.
Yeah, he had a really big play. We played the Wizards last week, and it was almost tied. I think it was in the fourth quarter, maybe even.
I think third
quarter when he dunked on a guy named Dave Fry. Dave Fry, Ryan, we're coming for you. I'm calling you out right here. He's one of the best players on the Wizards, and Swizz went up and dunked on his head, and everybody stood up in the crowd and went nuts.
That was nice.
It was a good time. Okay, Boomy, what was the very first gaming console you ever played on?
Whew, wow. So I'm from Nigeria, by the way. So back in Nigeria, you don't have the luxury of having your own console. So you have to go to this gaming center where you pay per hour to play a game. So I'm not sure. I think was Sega is that a console?
Okay.
I don't remember. Something Sony. I don't remember. And back in the days, they used to sell DVD players that comes with games as well. So I don't know if you guys.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a DVD player that you can play. You can, it comes with like Mario, all those games. You can play that in that DVD player, which is crazy. So in Nigeria, like the light, it's not on every time. So whenever the light comes on, the first thing we run to is to go play for like an hour or something before the light goes out. But eventually we moved to going to the gaming center. So I don't remember the name of that console, but that was a while ago. It's about 15, 16 years ago.
Awesome.
So.
And when did you move to the States? I'm curious.
So, I came to America 14 years ago, and I've been in Indianapolis since, and I love Indy.
Awesome.
Don't ask me why, but
Hey, a lot of our guys do too.
That's true.
We talked before. We have 3 from New York, 2 from California, including Swizurk, and 1 from Houston, Texas. And they've really, for the most part, at least, they tell me they enjoy Indy. So,
I mean, I didn't expect it to be what it is. I thought it was gonna be totally different.
yeah. What do you like
a lot
about
of corn?
Indy?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I mean, but I guess we're downtown and stuff, so it's kind of different. But I don't know. It's nice. Everything's close, even though I don't go anywhere. But it is what it is. It's nice. I like the weather because it rains a lot, so it works
Right.
for me.
What about the winter weather? Do you like that?
I'm never here during the winter, so
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
experienced it.
See, and he's a California kid
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you would not
So
like
cheating.
it.
Like
Yeah,
coming here was the
he's
first time I ever
skipping
seen snow, and it was only lightly snowed. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We've been through it all.
Yep. Trey, what about you? First console.
I don't even remember the first console. The first one I had of my own was definitely Nintendo 64. A lot of Smash Bros. GoldenEye.
The hand in Smash Bros.
Yeah, yeah. What was it? Yeah, GoldenEye. And oh man, I don't even remember. Did they have Spyro on that, or was that the PS1? I don't.
That
even
was
remember, but-
PS1.
PS1.
I
Yeah.
remember,
So a lot of PS1 and 64, but 64 was first. So that what was it? Was it just Mario 64? That Smash Bros. And like Pokemon games. I was all about it.
Awesome. Swizz, what
for
about
me, it was
you?
Nintendo 64 also.
Okay.
I definitely had a Pokemon game I remember very. I don't remember it clearly, but that was a game I definitely played a lot on the Nintendo 64.
Uh-huh.
And then I definitely remember GoldenEye, but I didn't play Smash Bros. When I was younger. That's one thing I regret.
Yeah. Because you have it on Switch now, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I don't even play it that much.
We need to do a tournament here and invite these 2
There you
guys to
go.
come back and play.
I'm
That'd be
down.
fun. That'd be fun.
I'm more than down.
I feel like he might win, honestly.
Probably.
I feel like he grinds the Switch kind of.
What game do you play most on Switch right now?
Oh man, it would have been a game called Octopath Traveler, an RPG. I played that and then Smash Bros. Pretty heavily. I've been more into RPGs here lately because it's like now when I'm gaming, especially after work, I don't really want to. I get too competitive,
Yeah.
and I know if I play something competitive, I'm gonna break all of my chill and I'm gonna be into it. And I get too into it. So now I'm trying to find games I can just kind of like sit back mindlessly. Get lost into.
Love it. And see, that's a good point because a lot of people, when they come into our headquarters and they see the setup, and sometimes we have a practice squad here or the guys are playing online, it gets very competitive. You might even hear some people yelling in the background right now. Those are our players, not even playing 2K. They're playing other games. But video games, eSports, like it's to that next level now. It's legit. A lot of people don't understand until they watch us play and see we're standing up, we're yelling. The guys, when we win, we're excited. When we lose, it's like losing a normal basketball game or soccer or whatever. So it's fun to hear that you are as competitive as these guys are too.
Yeah, I used to, when I was playing League of Legends, I would definitely try to play it competitively. And that was the thing. Like, I could have a great day. It could have been a Friday. Could have just ate a great meal, gotten paid, like house is clean. And I'd go play a ranked match. And if we lost, especially if it was like a team-based one,
Yeah.
I would just be a few shades salty. And I was like, you know what? I gotta step back on this one because there's just too much.
And then
yeah.
you just go on a huge losing streak on that
Yeah,
game.
and then because it's usually when I lose, I'm like, no, that's not acceptable, and I
you
go
gotta
to do
do
more
another.
and more, and next thing I know, I've lost 10, and I'm full tilt, and it's downhill from there, and I'm like, all right, I'm done.
That's
I'm done.
funny you mentioned that because Swizz and I, we worked out yesterday at the Y here downtown. Are you sore today,
Very
Swizz,
sore.
by the way? What's sore? Legs?
All my legs.
And on our way home, as we were limping home after the workout, we talked about League of Legends single and duo queue. So I don't play League. But he was telling me, one, how it can get a little bit toxic, but two, how difficult it is to rank up. And he said you had a pretty good rank. So
When I was playing, I always hit gold, and then I actually ran the League of Legends Indianapolis Facebook page, and we had a few people challenger and platinum. I think we had one dude named O-Stealer. He's #1 fiddlesticks in the world, and we would
Wow.
skirmish amongst ourselves because I would try to stay just within friends because if I lost to friends, we could trash talk and I'd be okay with it. But if I'm playing online with some like randoms and then like they lose us the game and then like, oh, it's all your fault, like
Oh,
delete
God.
the game, I just like, dude, yeah.
Oh man.
So Boomy, playing 2K, playing FIFA, playing Madden, Are you much of a trash talker, or do you focus in and just enjoy playing the game?
I mean, if anybody knows me, I mean, in general, I trash talk everything. I literally walk it down the street. I'll tell you I could beat you walking down. No, that's just one of my other games I play, which is not a video game, is table tennis. Like I mean, you guys have a table here. Too bad you guys are busy today, or I will show you one thing or the other. But yeah, I do like, online though. I mean, a lot of those kids though online, they are very aggressive. I'm
very.
Where your parents at? So sometimes I take it back a little bit when you're playing online, because I mean, you're talking to a 12-year-old kid and they are so good. And I'm like, how'd you get so good? But yeah, I love talking trash. But on FIFA, so my brothers, they love to, they think they can beat me. So it just once in a while, I got to show them who's a big brother.
Of course.
So shout out to my brothers if they watch this. But I'm the king of FIFA of the house. But yeah.
Interesting. I know Swizz thinks he's pretty good at FIFA.
I'm good at FIFA.
Back in my day, soccer was my first sport. So I love me some FIFA as well.
So soccer, I love soccer because, again, from Nigeria, that's our sport there. There's a game called Football Manager. I don't know if you guys... I've spent literally in college. I spent every year, because it comes out every year. I've bought it every single year. Hours. Like when I checked one of the, I think the 2016 one, and I put in about over 1,000 hours.
Oh my gosh.
In there, I'm like, wow, where's my life? So Football Manager, and it's so addictive.
Yep.
You don't want to lose. I don't know if you know anything about Football Manager.
I don't really know much. Did you just manage the team?
It's kind of like fantasy.
Yeah.
It's sort of like fantasy sports.
You don't control the players, but you have to buy the players. You got to make sure do the right substitution during the game. So you can't really do a lot of control, but it puts you in the driver's seat to affect the team, which, very addictive.
And who's your favorite football team, soccer team?
Chelsea.
No way.
Chelsea.
I'm a Chelsea fan too.
Okay.
Let's go.
I mean,
go Blues, baby. Go Blues.
I bleed blue. I don't bleed red. But Chelsea. Such we lost Azad, but this year we have a Christian.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm excited to see what he can bring to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. I actually was online soccer.com last night seeing if he chose a number yet, so I could buy the new Chelsea jersey. But he hasn't said what number he's going to wear, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Excited.
Okay, Trey, I heard you talking yesterday. If you guys don't know, I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but Salesforce was in here for a tour of our headquarters, and Trey was here, and I overheard a conversation about VR and Ready Player One.
Oh, man.
So I want to hear your thoughts about, one, where VR is going. Have you played VR? And your thoughts on Ready Player One, too.
First off, I loved Ready Player One. I saw the movie, and then I went and got the book, went through that. I did it through Audible, listened to that, and that started me down a trail of just genre called like lit RPGs. They're all books based off of like a main character's like in a video game world. He starts at level 1 and he levels up. And I've gone through about 70 different books in the last 2 years without that theme. With that being said, no, I would love for VR to be in a place where it's actual like a virtual reality, like you get to fight and your body mechanics and movements control what you do. Another thing about me, I dabble in MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai are my fortes. And I would love to be able to do like a fantasy game or a fighting game, but I can also like my actual knowledge and techniques can impact the game.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to like run, jump, cast spells, and then like actually fight people.
That'd be so cool.
Current VR, I don't know. I've done like the PlayStation 1. You kind of get the little sticks and you move. It's cool, but I'm definitely wanting like some full immersion, or at least some semi-immersion type of deal. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'll play 2K. That'd be awesome. Like actually do the shooting.
2K
yourself.
VR.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Swear to God, I would not go to work anymore. Just kidding, but yeah.
Have you played VR before?
I'm not really big into that, but I think back in the days, like the Wii is probably the closest.
Yep.
Probably almost broke a TV.
Gotta use the band.
Exactly. I never followed the instruction, but no, I've watched movies in the VR. Just the technology, the future. It's very exciting, and I cannot wait to see what it can do with it. Like I said, it would be cool to be able to play like 2K or FIFA, where you actually. You're in the game. You're the player. You're my player, right? Actually in the game, like you're shooting, you're working out, getting on this VC by yourself.
That'd be insane.
I swear, that'll be the next level. It'd be nice.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I would love to see how like comparisons if you had VR like that, like the professional gamers versus the actual athletes.
Yes.
Because one thing I looked into when I was in college was the effects of like video gamers and like how like why people get registered as esports athletes, but the reflexes
Yes.
are on par or higher than most professional athletes. And I want to see like if they were able to like each person has like the exact same avatar, like skill sets.
Yep.
Seeing what the minds are able to do and how they would fare against each other. I think that'd be fun.
That's a
Very
great
nice.
point. That would be interesting. Swizz, do you think you could go up against some of the best?
Easily.
Well,
And Swizz, tell me about VR. Have we played?
I've never played VR.
Oh man,
I've always wanted to and never got the
you
opportunity.
would love it. I think you would.
Like
love
when
it.
we were in Vegas, there was all these stations about VR everywhere to try it,
Yeah.
but I was thinking about doing it, but I never did it.
inside the esports arena where we were. Is that where it was?
I think so. Like I went to a different casino and it was in there.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Gotcha. Did I tell you? So I went to Hong Kong in February to scout some Asian Pacific players for our league, and we were at a facility. It was essentially a LAN center, and they had all kinds of games going on, and had a stage where 2K was being played, and we broadcasted on Twitch. Make sure you go watch the APAC tournament if you haven't yet. It was a good one.
There you go.
But one thing we did at the very end of the tournament was play VR, and I'd never played before. And they had, I think it was some of the most advanced technology that's out. We played 3-on-3. It was pretty much team deathmatch, and I played with the commissioner of our league and 2 other players, so it was really fun. But I loved it. That was my first experience, and I think if we could do something with 2K or do something with MMA or anything at all in the future, that's where it's headed for sure.
That'd be
It's going
awesome.
to be fun. Gaming is going to be fun. Trey, I can see you smiling. You're thinking about it
I'm
right
thinking
now.
about like, oh man, the opportunities and what. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day like something drops. So because I want to stream and everything, but I'm waiting for like that game. Because if something like that comes along, I will be on the front lines,
Yep.
playing, streaming. Yeah,
are you gonna leave Salesforce then and do
I can juggle both.
multitasking?
I'm curious to see the price on that VR machine.
Yeah.
It does it all.
Oh man. Yeah. Crazy.
That would be crazy.
What about mobile games? We've talked about consoles. We've talked about PC a little bit. We've talked about VR. What about mobile games?
I mean, I know you're obsessed with Brawl Stars.
Hold on. Let's let them talk first now. So we'll get into it. Do you guys play Football Manager?
So the mobile game I was playing last year, I was addicted to it, and I spent over $1,200 on it,
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my-
and I had to like. Literally, I feel like I have to go to therapy to get away from it. It's called Final Fantasy XV or whatever. I don't know. Basically, what you do, you have this empire, everybody trying to steal your hero. So that's to capture your hero, and you have to fight against other players. No matter how much money you spend, there's always somebody better than you. So you have these guys show up nowhere, destroy your empire, and you have to rebuild again. So
course.
literally, I just deleted the game and I reinstalled it, but I stopped paying attention. That's how I was able to get that game out of my phone. So a lot of my friends are like, dude, what do you? I'm like, just one time, just last purchase. And yeah, that was the game. But now I just play Candy Crush. So
Okay.
it doesn't cost any money. It's cheaper.
That's smart. That's smart. Wean
works.
yourself off of it,
I
right?
swear.
What about you, Trey?
I do quite a bit of Hearthstone. I used to play that one a little bit seriously, and then a couple of the patches, like all of my decks went wild, and I was like, I don't feel like investing that much time again. And then about a week ago, I started playing auto chess. I don't even know how to explain it. I've got no idea how to even explain it. It's like, you're playing, like you get these little pieces, you play on a chessboard. It's like a battle royale, like 8 people all start getting a piece, and each round you can buy more or save it to wait to buy other characters, and you either play against another player or you play against the board, and it's to see who lasts the longest. Like you have 100 points of health, and if you lose so many points, and it's to see who can last the longest. So it's got a lot of fantasy aspects, and it's also competitive, which is usually what I love. And it's mobile, so I can play it anywhere. I was out at dinner playing it. I was waiting for meetings playing it.
Bad.
Yeah.
Is it free? Is it a free-to-play
Yeah,
game?
it's I think it's out on Android right now. I don't know if it's on Apple devices yet.
Team
but
Android.
maybe. I think that I think they launched it pretty quickly to beat what's it called? Teamfight Tactics in League of Legends,
Yep.
which is going to be coming out this month, maybe.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately got me to update and like reinstall League for the first time in like a year and a half. They brought me back in. So yeah, Hearthstone, Teamfight Tactics, and usually whatever else
Gotcha.
seems to tickle my fancy for that
Cool.
month or two. Yeah.
And you said you're Android then, right? Are you team Android?
I've got both. I've
You
got
got both?
iPhone and
but-
Android.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you like better?
Android.
Android?
I've literally got the Android for gaming. It's for like personal use, so all my like social apps and games are for the Android, and then my iPhone's for work and emails.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And Boomy,
Yeah.
Android
I mean, I have
only?
a work iPhone, which I mean, just for work, but Android is my life. Everybody, again, all my friends know I fight every day for Android. So, Team Android, we're here.
Swizz, I know you're
Team
Apple,
iPhone.
right? So
I mean,
am I.
I've never had an Android, so I don't really know.
Oh my God, you're missing out.
They
bro.
look good. Like,
It's not okay. It's not about so the operating system is Android, but the phones. So you have like Google Pixel, Samsung. You know, so there's
Yeah.
different options for you. So, but I hear a lot of bad things about Android, and that's from iPhone users who doesn't know Android is just an operating system and not a phone.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. You're missing out. But
I seen like a new Android that's supposed to come out. It has like another screen.
the Samsung, it's like foldable. It's a
Yeah,
foldable
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
So you can fold it, and
It's almost like an iPad.
yeah.
I have not heard of this yet.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It looks
Wow.
insane, actually. I might have to get
It's
one.
pretty cool.
It's about,
How does-
it's about time for my update.
How does I think I've seen it. How does the screen stay consistent across? Because it's folded, right?
So basically, I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen a video, which I won't buy that because honestly, the size is ridiculous. But I mean, when you fold it back, it's still normal phone, and if you fold it, it's just expand the screen. That's all it's doing. But it still everything looks the same. You can tell. So it's a bigger phone, a bigger screen.
Interesting. Ramo, did I just see you peek around the corner there? You staying out of trouble, Rames? Drinking your Essentia? Ramo peeked in. He loves doing that. Whether it's interviews, post game, whatever it is, he always has to see what's going on.
Yeah,
He's
he does.
peeking in. So Swizz, you talked about the game I play. What's that game?
Brawl Stars.
Brawl Stars. Have you guys played Brawl Stars yet?
I have not.
I have
What is
not.
what is
Gotta
this?
check it out. Gotta check it out.
All right.
You can be part of our clan if you want to. It's 3-on-3, kind of like League, sort of a dumbed down version of League.
Not even close.
Okay, well for me, come on, Swizz, lock in. There's probably 20 different characters you can choose from, each with different abilities, but it's super accessible. You have like one attack, one super or ult that you charge up and can use, and then there's like 4 or 5 different game types that you can play. So our whole team has it, and I try to get them when we're traveling in a shuttle on the way to a game like, guys, Brawl Stars, I need 2. Come on, log in, let's go. So I love it. Something to pass the time while we're traveling, but highly recommend checking out Brawl Stars.
It's a mobile game.
Mobile game.
Okay.
Yep.
It'll be downloaded before I leave. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm serious though. I'll invite you to the clan or the
Okay.
team,
All right.
and we'll get you going. It'll be
Awesome.
fun. It'll be fun. Okay. What about gamer tags, gamer names? Everybody who comes on the show, mostly just our players, and Eddie White, E. Payne, who's our director of PR on the other side. We have gamer names, gamer tags. So I want to hear what yours are and how you came up with them.
All right. So my gamer tag is King Booms, BUNMZ. But I mean, I use that for all my social media. So I've tried several. It just doesn't stick. So I just give up and went back to the basic. The reason why I picked that is because I see myself as a royal person. Being from Africa, I want to be a king somehow, and then put my name with a Z at the end.
Cool.
I heard if you can't figure it out, just put a Z at the anything. It just sounds better. So that's how I came up with King Booms.
Love it. Love it. What about you, Trey?
And mine is owned by TR3. It's OWNDBY TR3 for pretty much everything across the board. I've had that one since I was little. I think I got it when I did some Halo 1 tournament when I was like 11 years old in Fishers at some game store they used to have out there. And I think I got 7th place, but I was only 11. And I was going against a bunch of older people, and I was like, "Oh, you got owned." And then I thought TRE looked weird, so I made it a 3 because you got to do something. And I've stuck with it ever since. And yeah, that's my handle. I used to have a whole clan of owned buys
Awesome.
back when we competitively like played on 360, and it stuck. And it will probably persist until I'm done.
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
not gonna lie, that's impressive to keep a name from when your first name when you're a kid. Like that's
Right.
impressive.
Because how many gamer tags have you gone through? 20?
100? I don't know.
Wow.
And how did you get Swizurk? I don't know if we told that
I don't
story on
even
the
know my
podcast?
own story to how I got it. Really, I mean, I do, but like, because I would go through the dictionary and just like look at words, and I would just combine the letters that looked cool, and I would just make up a word. And that's how I wish I knew the words I used to get it, but I don't.
I love the name
But-
Swizurk. I feel like that's so unique.
I honestly have no idea how I got those letters combined to make it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I felt like it was fitting. When I saw you playing 2K, I just pictured like wizard and then skirt, and then just moshing them up. Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
That
guys, unfortunately, Connor, my intern, just showed me the clock.
Shout out to Connor.
Shout out to Connor doing work over here, and Mitch, who's probably editing this right now. I should have him like put in fire. You know how
There you
vloggers
go.
do that. No, I'm not going to do that to you, Mitch. But thank you guys seriously so much for being on the podcast. It was a pleasure getting to know you, hosting you here. So I'll throw it to Boomy first. Any last thoughts about our facility, Pacers Gaming, Salesforce? All you.
Sure. I mean, just walking in there, it feels like another job. I mean, like you're doing what you like for fun, which is great. I mean, getting paid for it. So I think this is the future right here with eSports. So hopefully we can get a eSport arena in Indy one day. I think Indy is a great sport town. So I didn't want a eSport arena there. That should be something great to see. So maybe Salesforce can do something about that.
That'd be fun.
I don't know.
there you go.
Trey?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys ever want coffee, hit me up. Or if you want to catch the hands in any game, let me know. Because if you beat me, I'm probably gonna be playing a lot more, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know.
Awesome. Well, thanks again so much for coming on, guys. Pleasure to meet you. We'll get you on Brawl Stars as soon as this ends.
Oh my god,
Absolutely.
he's obsessed with the game.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to another Pacers Gaming podcast presented by Salesforce. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up.